So we're here to raise as much money as humanly possible to find a cure for the #1 killer of our children. Before we start, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here tonight. Okay, we did sell out the event. Some people couldn't come. They paid for the tickets. They couldn't make it. Some people were squeaked in, like my man Wilson. Good job. And I want to thank Betty Kramer and Jennifer Middleman for all their hard work helping set up, and Kurt Nelson. So let's give them a round of applause. And before we go any further, I want you to know I'm very thankful for each and every one of you. If I forget to tell you tonight that, okay? I also want to say Happy Mother's Day to my mother that's here, Melody, and all the mothers in this room. You have a very important job, and we appreciate all of you. I want to thank all the military. Please stand. Military, first responders, stand up. Let's give a quick military, first responders, stand up. And have a seat, thank you. And I would like to bring Dr. Todd Drewley up here. He flew in from St. Louis. Everyone, if you do not know who this man is, this is Dr. Todd Drewley. This is the gentleman that we are using to help find a cure for childhood cancer. He flew in from St. Louis to be here because I asked him, Doctor, could you send me a video? And he said, no, Paul, I'm going to fly in. I'm going to talk to all the Eli Warriors myself. Without any further ado, I'm going to put Dr. Drewley on. He'll talk to you for a bit, and we'll go from there. And it was such a surprise, the secretary of the foundation didn't even know.
Didn't even know? You're in so much trouble.
Matthew knew because he's going to get us a video. Thank you, Doctor.
Hey, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here. You know, I don't want to be the person keeping you from your dinner, but, you know, I met Paul several years ago after Eli passed, and he came to me. I didn't know Eli's story, being in another part of the country, and he told me about Eli's story, and he saw the kind of work that we're trying to do. So I'm a pediatric cancer specialist. I trained in Chicago. I work in St. Louis, and I take care of mostly kids with leukemia. And so in my laboratory, we're trying to, we're trying to come up with different ways to understand this disease, understand why these kids get this way. This is not adult cancer in a small body. This is not the same reasons why older adults get cancer, get leukemia. They don't respond the same to treatments. A lot of the genetics are very different, and thankfully, it's a rare disease, but that doesn't mean much when you've been personally affected. But it does slow down research, so we are not as quick to be able to study children's cancers as well as we are adult cancers for that very reason. So Paul and I talked at length, and he was very generous. All of you are very generous and have been for a long time. And so every day in my office, there above my desk, I've got a picture of Paul and Eli and their family, a lot of the events that you folks have participated in. And the reason I put it there is that when people come into my office, I get a lot of students, a lot of people training. They need to know that the work you're doing there today, that the reason that you came in here today was not for some abstract, arbitrary, pie in the sky thing. You're here to help families. You're here to help people who suffered a devastating loss. We want to prevent further families from feeling this pain. And so they need to have that connection to what they're doing, because it's important. It can destroy lives, can really hurt families, and we're done with that. We're just done with it. We can do better. And I thank God for you folks here. very blessed man and a great community to have such support. And so, you know, I'm tired of filming videos for you guys. I want to be here. I want to shake your hand. I want to thank you. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to the folks that have worked in my lab. It's led to a lot of success. We have just patented a new DNA sequencing technology that's 100 times more sensitive than anything to find residual leukemia. And not only can we just say, yes, you have leukemia, we can give a gene-specific readout, because the problems are not just saying, okay, you've got residual disease. Paul knows this firsthand. You know, then if that happens, you get a boatload of just toxic treatments. Nothing specific for the cancer. You just say, well, we didn't kill enough, let's just kill a lot more and hope we got it. And that's a stupid way to treat cancer, and we can do better than that. So having the genes that are most likely to be affected and having drugs that can actually treat those particular genetic defects, maybe not even drugs, maybe cells, maybe viruses. There's a lot of different ways we can do things now, but we have to know what we're dealing with and what we're fighting. And so that's coming to market later in the year. We were just awarded a $1 million grant in New York City for the work that we're doing along those lines. And we're bringing in a bunch of new students from all over the world. I had somebody from Japan join my lab in October. And I'd never been there, I didn't know anybody there, they found us. And the reason we're able to do these things is because of the generosity of folks like you. So I don't want to take up any more time, but I feel blessed to be here. I thank you very much for your generosity, your compassion, and you know, I grew up in a small farm town in Illinois, so I know the closeness of a small community, and it's something that I miss, and so being here amongst folks like you makes my heart feel good. So thank you very much, and God bless you all.
You know, usually, unless I have a scientist, doctor, professor fly in, I actually decide that I don't want to send you home empty-handed. With that said, we're going to award you $32,500 from the Eli Warriors tonight. Tonight, raise up. That's $250,000 we have just donated as of tonight to this doctor. I know you need the smaller check. And I'll mail this one. Now, you know, I got to thinking, doctor, you know, what can we do so I can always keep your eye on task? Mike from Star Laser and I had put this together. And when you plug this microscope in, when you look through that lens, you're going to see the puppy logo and the foundation information. And when you look at this on your desk, and Dr. Todd Drewley, on behalf of the Eli Seth Matthews Leukemia Foundation, we believe a cure is in sight. So. Mike from Star Laser, thank you for being creative, and Steve, thank you as well for helping me along the way with this project. First, I had to find one that was at least all metal. Okay, so that's very special, and thank you so much, and we appreciate everything you do, and you can join us for dinner or whatnot, but you know, I got a couple other real quick things I want to get out of the way. You know, the year goes by and we don't get a chance to thank people properly all the time. Annabella couldn't be here. We'll get through this 1 second. You got these packaged nice. Jen, will you come up?
Don't try to make up now.
Trust me, it's going to take more than this. What I wanted to do was award you this clock right here. And it says, Jennifer, thank you for your dedication and support over the years as the secretary of the Eli Seth Matthews Leukemia Foundation. Your continued support in this fight means the world to me, Paul.
Thank you.
Love you. You can put it back in the box. Okay?
Okay, thanks.
Betty. So Betty, she's retired, but
No, she's too young for that.
thankfully she is, because she's been one heck of a help collecting items for this event and then some.
Not just this event, everything we do.
Everything we do. So let's give Betty a round of applause. And Betty's is Betty, as the father and president of the Eli Seth Matthews Leukemia Foundation, I want to thank you for your continued support and your willingness to always lend a helping hand. Paul. Kristen Carter, come up. All right. Here you go, Betty. This shows you how to put that batteries in. You got to take the front face off with like a suction cup. Okay, so I have one of these clocks for Annabella, which she's not here. She's at a dance event with her daughter, but she's the accountant for the foundation. The good news is we have grown so much that it's out of my control on numbers. I mean, I can't do the numbers right, especially when you start hitting that kind of digits, and we're blessed that we have, okay? Now, this is for Kristen. Kristen, I got you a clock too. And Kristen, yes, Kristen Treasurer. She says, this says, Kristen, thank you for your dedication and support over the years as the treasurer of the Eli Seth Matthews Leukemia Foundation and your continued support in this fight. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Rob Lewis, please come forward. I hope this is it. I have one more. This award right here, you know, Rob, he said one day, you know, I want to start my own event over here at the house. I mean, they actually welcome us all into their home. Him and his beautiful wife. Raise your hand. Okay. So we decided to make this award right here so we can keep track of all the money that you're helping raise. So Rob Lewis, it says Rob Lewis's Horseshoe and Cornhole Tournament for a Cure. 2015, he raised $5,138. 2016, he raised $6,912. 2017, he raised $5,498. Thank you for your continued support to fight childhood cancer in memory of Eli Seth Matthews. Makes it easier for me to stick the totals on now. Jimmy Riggins, please come forward. Hey everybody, if you don't know, this is the Jimmy Riggins. This is the guy that donated all the food to this event last year, year before. Okay, this is him. You know, Jimmy, when I look at a business card with flames coming out of a pig's ass, it becomes kind of difficult to figure out what we're going to do. Mike, come on up here. Come up here, Mike. But luckily, I have a guy that has a little crazy mind, too. So we have you this award, okay? And I guarantee you haven't seen one like this in your life. So we got the flaming pig there, barbecue. Jimmy, thank you for the best chicken, barbecue, and all of your delicious creations. You have served to the Eli Warriors through the years at Eli's celebration. Thank you. That's it. Okay. Give everybody a round of applause. I mean, you know, I get once a year really to be in front of all of you, and I know it takes a little bit of time to do, but it's important to me to thank some definitely key people. And, you know, my son Austin's here, and so proud of him. So, you know, we talk about the children, doctor, and that have the cancer, right? But as Dr. Julie can tell you, my friends here, Ethan's parents are here, Doctor. Indira and Eric. We lost Ethan to cancer here from Oxford as well, that we tried so desperately to save his life. The advice from Dr. Julie when I was getting ready to get on a plane to St. Jude, told me about CPK 351, and that's how we did help extend your son's life. And I'm sorry we couldn't save him, right? But we're not going to give up. We're going to continue to go. We find a cure. The children are affected, the brothers and the sisters. They go through it all. Okay. So Austin just finished his 3rd year of college. Okay. He'll start working where I work, but for the summer as an internship to learn more about business and learn about different manager styles and things. And trust me, you're going to get a touch of that. But I'm very proud of Austin. This brochure you have, I'd like you to take it with you tonight. And you'll see a letter from Dr. Drury that he wrote in the 2nd page. And then on this other page, we're transparent. I want you to see the money, where your money's going. So right here it says, and if Jen would have read this closely, she would have said, wait a minute. Washington University School of Medicine, $250,000 for childhood cancer research. That's as of tonight.
Well, I knew we were really, really close, so.
Eli Seth Matthews Scholarship in Oxford, $13,000 we've donated to, and that's for a student who wants to be a doctor or a nurse. Roberta's House is a grieving camp held in Northeast Maryland out of Baltimore. My son Austin went 1st year after losing his brother, and then he's been invited back every year as a camp counselor for the kids. We've donated $7,000 to Roberta's House. AI DuPont Children's Hospital, Music and Arts Department, $5,000. And we have touched the lives of thousands across this country and beyond. But it's because of all of you that I'm able to do what I do with my team.